Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Hager number RCBB1842, 3.5 by 3.5, 5/8 inch radius corner, US4 satin brass, full mortise residential weight, ball bearing steel base, standard removable pin. That's a lot. It adequately defines what this hinge is. Let's dissect the part number. RC, 5/8 radius corner. BB, there's two ball bearing packets that are here. 1842 is going to mean that it is a residential weight, meaning that the leaf thickness on this is 0.085 or 85,000ths of an inch. It's full mortise. You can see from the swag on the hinge leaves there that when they're brought parallel, they're meant to be mortised flush to the edge of the door and frame. 1842 will also mean that you've got a template pattern on these holes. And being a 3.5 inch hinge, there's going to be only 3 holes per leaf. There's a link below this video to a document called Template, I believe. Indeed, Template. And the template is handy because what it does is allow you to review this hinge, and to the clever reviewer, you can review all of the other part numbers that are related to this. So you're going to see an RCBB 1842. You'll see how the part number will change if you don't want ball bearings. It's just an RC 1842. If you want a 1/4 inch radius, you'll be at an RCBB 1741. You can see that there as well. This template works for a variety of other hinges from Hager as well, so you'll see it for all those other part numbers. And what's going to really change with some of the others will be the location of the screw holes. You'll get into different patterns for these occasionally on hinges, especially when it comes to 4x4 hinges. Now moving on with the part number, it's 3.5 by 3.5. The height is the first dimension on a hinge like this. It's 3.5 inch tall and then 3.5 wide. I suppose when the hinge is square, it doesn't really matter what you consider the first dimension, but when the hinge is rectangular, it makes a difference. Suffice it to say the height is the first dimension. Comes into play when you have, say, a 5 by 4.5 or a 4.5 by 6. You need to know that that first value is the height. This hinge is ball bearing, as I said before. Where you're going to want to use this is, let's say it's a residential application, 1 3/8 oak 6-panel doors. Ball bearing hinges are a great option, a far better choice long term than standard plain bearing hinges. These will last noticeably longer through even just residential use than a plain bearing hinge. Okay. This is a removable pin hinge. You can easily drive that pin out, which would be typical. Tap that out, pull the hinge out for whatever reason you might need. It's completely non-handed and reversible. It's US4, that's the finish. That means 2 things. Not specifically, but in this case it does. It's made of steel. It's a steel base hinge and has a satin brass type finish. It would be more accurate to call this a 633 finish. That's the BHMA code for satin brass, which specifically means it's a reference to the base material and finish combination. US4 doesn't tell us really what the base material is, but regardless, it's satin brass. Screws are included. You're going to get all wood screws naturally with a hinge like this. And it's considered residential weight because that leaf thickness is 85,000ths of an inch. You can get thicker hinges from Hager to be sure. They can do radiused corners, etc. If I've not already said it, this hinge is available in all the common finishes. Your brasses, your bronze, your chromes, your nickels, satin and polished, oil rubbed, things of that nature, antique finishes as well. The name Hager is synonymous with hinges. Hager hinge, their namesake, really says it all when it pertains to commercial, institutional, residential hinges, custom application hinges. Hager has all the bases covered. There's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up the full line product catalog and review all things Hager related. Doesn't stop with hinges though. Door closers, lock sets, exit devices, weather stripping, sliding door hardware like hangers and track, continuous geared aluminum hinges under the Roton name, electrified hardware, and the list goes on. It's an ever-expanding broad spectrum of commercial hardware and residential hardware from a single manufacturer. They can sell you everything but the door and the frame, and I bet you that they're working on that as well. If you have any questions on the Hager RCBB1842 3.5 by 3.5 US4 hinge or any other Hager product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.